Councillor Joel Charles, the Deputy Leader of the Harlow Conservatives, but also an old Harlow councillor. We're down here at Jocelyn's, and for the patch of land behind you, there's been recent good news.
Well, I'm cautiously optimistic about the planning inspector's letter to Harlow Council that was put out late into this year, in the Christmas period. I understand that the working group hasn't even seen this letter yet, but the council took the decision to put it out. And what it has said is that the planning inspector has requested Harlow Council to delete from the local plan Jocelyn's playground as a strategic housing site. My concern, though, is that he has said to Harlow Council that they shouldn't reinstate it as Green Wedge. Now, my view is that the playground behind us, the green field there, which I used to play football on as a young boy, and lots of young people use that field, particularly in the summer months. Actually, that is Green Wedge. It's a good natural barrier between Jocelyn's and Broadway Avenue. Now, if the council had took the right decision and actually gone for a full public consultation, residents could have had their say about this site. So what we as Conservative councillors have done, we've voted against the local plan, and I have been vocal about particularly this patch of land, but also the changes to the strategic housing sites, in particular to the east of Harlow at the back of Churchgate Street. What I'm disappointed about is the planning inspector hasn't said a lot about that site. I still think that there are serious concerns, and I disagree with him. I think he could have gone further and challenged Harlow Council over that particular strategic housing site.
So the area behind you, is that now 100% safe from development?
Well, I don't know, so I'm seeking reassurances. I think it's a positive direction of travel that the planning inspector has outlined, but we want this to be Green Wedge land. Now, that all my councillors, Councillor Sue Livings and Councillor Mike Garlett, who represent Old Harlow, will be making those representations to Harlow Council. I think it's the right thing to do, because the planning inspector has said that this should not be a housing site. It's effectively landlocked between Jocelyn's and Broadway Avenue. It would make no sense. And to local residents here, I was born and bred in Jocelyn's, this is an important play area for young kids, particularly in the summer, to play football.
And so we come to the end of this year, but this now we turn to 2020. This whole business, this local plan business, this isn't going to go away, far from it.
No, it's not. And the Conservative group is going to say a lot more about the detail of the planning inspector's submission and letter to Harlow Council. But I am very clear that I am chiefly concerned not only about Jocelyn's playground, but the strategic housing site to the east of Harlow, the east of Harlow master plan area that borders Epping Forest Council and Harlow. I'm very concerned about the infrastructure implications of that. So this argument will rumble on into the local elections.